They say to become billionaire you should get lucky, but sometimes even when luck comes to you with open arms, you might be too dumb to accept it. Some people had the opportunity right under their noses, but their arrangements led them to think that they smarter than that. So they ended up missing the greatest opportunity of their life. If they would have been a little bit more humble and gave it another thought, they would have been today the Forbes billionaire suits. You better watch this video till the end because who knows, you might come across similar opportunity and miss it as well. A lot of people don't know about Apple wasn't only founded by the Steve Jobs. Some of you might have heard about Steven Wozniak. But I'm sure that most of you don't know that Ronald Wade was also one of the founders of the Apple in the 1976. He was assigned to supervise Jobs and Wozniak since he was in his 40s, while they were in their 20s, and didn't have any professional experience. So they asked him to join the company in the exchange of the 10% of the ownerships. Ronaldo wrote down the first partnerships agreement that creates the first logo, which Isaac Nolan sitting under the tree. Back then, Apple was the tiny company with the three people in the Jobs' garage. Of course, Steve had his visions of the grow the company bigger and make great computers, but Ronald didn't get the idea. So he left the company and sold his 10% stake for $800. If he would have kept these shares, he would have been a billionaire today since Apple became the most valuable company in the world. Of course, he would not own exactly 10% because the company raised money multiple times and had four stocks splits since going public. That wasn't the only opportunity he missed. It. Remember the first contract he wrote down when he joined the company? He sold it for the $500 in the 1990s. However, the exact same contract was resold at the auction for the $1.6 million. I really feel sorry for this guy, but our second hero missed even a greater opportunity. In the 1976, Apple was running out of cash. To save Jobs approached Nolan Bushnell's to invest $50,000 in exchange of one third of the company. Nolan was a pretty successful guy at that time, so he didn't give a damn about the guy who is trying to make computers and missed the greatest opportunity he would ever come across. If he wasn't too stubborn and had a little bit of the faith in Jobs and accepted the others, he probably would be as rich as the Bill Gates today. At least he didn't accept the deal and then wasted it as Les Glow's Hanizek did. He was one of the first believers in Bitcoin back when most of us didn't even know about its existence. And mining it was pretty easy since then the network was tiny. In fact, no one even used Bitcoin to buy something, so Laszlo decided to be the first person in May 2010 when the price of the Bitcoin was 8 cents. He ordered two pizza and paid for them with 10,000 bitcoins. This is the picture of the two pizzas. If he would keep these bitcoins and sold them in December 2017, he would have made at least $150 million. He definitely wouldn't be a billionaire, but that's better than a pizza. However, I would say a pizza is better than nothing. James Hollows was one of the first 6 people to mine Bitcoin. He would set his laptops to mine Bitcoins all night, but his girlfriend stopped him because apparently the noise of the fan fans was simply too loud. Even in such a short period of time, he has mined 7,500 bitcoins. Imagine if he keep mining all these years, he would have owned tens of thousands of bitcoins today. But that's not the sad part of the story. In 2010, his computer broke down, so James took out the hard drive and contained the bitcoins and left it in the drawer and forgot about it. After 3 years, when he was cleaning up his house, he accidentally threw out that hard drive. A few months later, when he reconnected with the network, he realized that the Bitcoin price has enormously increases. He rushed to the Landshift sites to find it, but he couldn't. If he didn't throw that hard drive, he could have sold it for the $140 million in the December of the 2017. Fifth, Joy Green. When Mark Zuckerberg was developing Facebook in his dorm roof, he asked Joy Green to help him out in exchange of the 5% of the ownership. Since both of them previously worked on the project called Face Smash, which you might have heard about, but Joy's father, who was a professor, discouraged him. Unfortunately, he listened to his dad, and was the opportunity to become that tiny ownership would definitely have made him a multi-billionaire. Listening to your parents is good, but sometimes you have to take the initiative and decide to yourself. Who do you think missed the greatest opportunity, you of these five? Let me know in the comments below. As always, hit that like button if you have enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you don't want to miss the next video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.